people that came in, they're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. And it's a shame. As far as rallies are concerned, as far as the reason they go is they like what I say. They want to bring our country back. They want to make America great again. It's a very simple phrase. Make America great again.
You didn't even come up with it. He plagiarized it from Reagan. But anyway, that was the meat and potatoes.
Yeah, it's so funny, dude. I can't believe he said that shit. And again, it would be one thing if he actually cited the fake news in question, said, some residents in Springfield are reporting that Haitian immigrants are stealing cats. Who knows what they're doing with them? But he just jumps to they're eating the dogs, not the Haitians. It's no.
And you could tell he was. You could tell he was searching for a third animal because he went, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, and kind of paused and was like, what would be the next animal?
Which is, again,
like,
and he goes
maybe the fish, the goldfish, like they pull them out of the tank.
Goose as a pet. That seems to be what
so
he goes, actually citing.
So he finishes it on, they're eating the pets, all the pets. Yeah. And so, like, it's like, for us.
If you got the right pet, I'll eat it. You know what I'm saying? If you're one of those that has like a suckling pig that's running around your house,
if you are like us, a loser, who's online all the time, what Trump's talking about. But for like Republican voters or people hearing this, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats thing, like you have no idea what he's referencing. I got the video right here actually for us to throw up. You can just keep it down there. This is from the documentary that Gavin mentioned, and this is like some guy going around asking about this. And like, if you hadn't seen this clip on Twitter or Truth Social, you just don't know what the fuck is going on. So let's hear the truth from a real on the ground expert here.
We've lost a whole bunch of cats. There was a van pulled over that had over 100 cats in it with the Haitians. They said they was eating them.
Actually?
Yeah.
Not fake.
There was a van pulled over.
A van full of 100 cats?
Actually?
Yeah.
Not fake news.
Not fake
over
news.
100
A van was collecting cats and eating them.
I watched it happen, yeah. Watched them get pulled over with the cats and admit to the police that they was eating them.
You're not joshing with me.
No, I'm almost 50 years old, buddy. You
don't mess around.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. I've never met a 50-year-old liar. Yeah, I've never met someone who has a very opaque view of the truth over 50 years old.
When I turned 40, I kind of grew out of that lion phase, Now that I'm 41, I'm in an honest era.
What happened was he'd been spending a lot of time with the Dalai Lama. And so after they'd really developed a bond, they'd had some nice tongue-sucking sessions. He really found, gratitude and that was right around age 46. He's 49 now, so it's all behind him.
Yeah, he's got the curse from liar, and so he cannot tell a falsehood about these cats. And just imagine like 100 cats in a car. That's like Guinness World Book Record shit. That's definitely not happening. And like Haitian people in Springfield are already reporting property damage. They're like hiding their kids in their houses now. School has been evacuated. There's been multiple bomb threats in the last like 24 hours. It is actually getting out of control, and it sucks that it wasn't just a funny, because it is funny. It is funny to hear it. It's funny the way he says it, but now it's like very dark. It's deeply not funny.
If you actually look into the situation, I recommend you guys watch that aforementioned documentary that kind of tries to be a right-wing propaganda piece, but actually reveals a lot of interesting truths about what's actually happening in Springfield, like the fact that most of the Haitian migrants, interviewed are actually seemingly really nice, really respectful, polite members of the community that absolutely are not trying to interfere with the way of life of the other people. But what is really sad, if you examine the situation, is that seemingly a lot of the animus coming from this community is from really poor, desperate white people in Springfield that are not being properly taken care of by the social services. They talk about the lines at the local, welfare place being hours and hours long. Their rent is going up and up and up. And of course, instead of blaming the actual powers that be, they're all blaming this influx of migrants, saying, oh, it's because the migrants are here that the rent is going up. It's because the migrants are here that I can't get any welfare because it's all going to them. So it's kind of this like horrific microcosm in a sense of this entire country where there's all this unnecessary division happening in a community, even though there's really nothing wrong with the intersecting culture. If you watch this documentary, it's not like the Haitian people are actually in any way a serious problem, other than some reports of really poor driving, which I have no idea if that's verifiable or not.
That also sounds like racism.
sounds
This
like
black dude's
racism
bad at
for
driving.
sure.
So that's what's crazy about it, right? Like, I mean, it's a tragic story. I mean, you read about the country of Haiti. Like, these people have had to endure so much already. They finally come to America. As Gavin said, they're just trying to live their goddamn lives. They're just trying to be members of society. You brought it up. I haven't seen the clip where they interviewed the, Haitian immigrants, but basically they're just like, what the no, we're just here to live our lives. Like,
So yeah, Trump is still going full steam. Maybe we full screen this one. Yeah. So Trump is still going like full steam ahead. He loves AI. He's doing all the AI images. Don't let them eat us. Vote for Trump, says the cats here. And Kamala hates me, says here. And it's like he's still doing that.
So let's take a look here. I did find this documentary. This is one of the most disgusting members of, at least white members of the Springfield community that they interview.
Let's see this white man.
Content warning, everyone.
Yeah.
And then right after that,
Content
you're gonna see the contrast when they actually talk to one of the Haitian immigrants who this guy is fear mongering about. And again, I'm pretty sure this dude doing the documentary, the interviews, I think he's either apolitical or a right winger himself. That someone says he's scum. Maybe he is a straight up right winger. But again, I don't think this documentary really proved quite the point that he was trying to prove, as you're about to see, because none of the Haitians that were interviewed seemed at all disruptive or impolite or disrespectful, which is what people
I'll be the judge of that. I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, Griffin can let us know if you would tolerate this in your community.
they're coming for your home and yours.
Anyway, let's inside Springfield. Let's take a look, guys.
I tell them like it is. Fuck, man, I don't like them. I don't like them, and I want them to know I don't like them. Pack up and move back to Haitieville, wherever the fuck you're from.
Why did you come here to Springfield?
Mwen vin Springfield pou mwen vin travay, mwen chache la vi meilleur. Mwen se Haitien.
Okay.
Raison sa ke vin Springfield.
Okay. Do you plan on living here for much longer?
Yeah.
I heard there were rumors of Haitians eating the neighbor's cats and a Canadian goose. Is that true or completely false?
Non,
No?
mwen ba.
Okay.
Mwen ba okou de sa.
Okay.
Mba di bagay men mwen ba okou. Et tou mba kwe sa tou.
Okay.
Mba kwe sa tou. Peut-être mwen nan ki do a gon problem edukasyon ki fel ta fe sa, men mba kwe. Mwen vraiment difficile pou sa ta arrive.
Okay.
Mba konen.
We've lost a
This
whole
guy's
bunch
even
of
trying to
cats.
take
they're-
him seriously and like
Right.
be nice to him and like engage with him in good faith. He's like, no, dude. Like that's just it's sad to dude. You're gonna translate to French or Creole or and try and have like a choppy conversation just so you can get a soundbite from some guy asking him.
And this happens over and over again in the
Yeah.
documentary. Increasingly, the Haitian people he talks to just laugh. They're like, "LOL!" Like, really? Like, people believe that? Like, they genuinely seem stunned that the people surrounding them are that stupid. And as you can tell, at least from that guy, he seemed pretty intelligent. He seemed perfectly respectful.
But like obviously the immigrants are chill, but a lot of people are picking this up, and we got to mention Marianne Williamson here, which I have up right
Ooh,
here.
now let's get into this, guy. So I logged into Twitter yesterday morning,
Log in.
immediately saw this and was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, I used to have respect for Marianne Williamson. I supported her in the primary. I thought she was, at least her heart was in the right place, although I might have disagreed with her in certain areas. But this take just came, to me at least, completely out of nowhere. I mean, like I said, I know I've been less critical of Marianne than some people. Some people have always been just willing to write her off as a total kook or whatever. But I didn't think that this was in her. I didn't realize that this darkness was in someone like Marianne, who seems to be so.
I'm on the
positive.
opposite side. I got into this early on because I've been deeply scared of Haitian voodoo. I thought it was on her. It was you didn't. I guess you didn't read her policy website. You didn't read. Because there was like top 3 right there, right next to something about healthcare or whatever. Let's read the tweet here. I can't read it there.
Continuing to dump on Trump because of eating cats issue will create blowback on November 5th. Haitian voodoo is in fact real, and to dismiss the story out of hand rather than listen to the citizens of Springfield, Ohio, confirms many voters the stereotypes of Democrats as smug elite jerks who think they're too smart to listen to anyone outside their own silo.
Yeah, which I think
right.
almost just as
It's gonna-
crazy as the Haitian voodoo part is this
Yeah, that's
notion
better. That's better.
that somehow exposing this lie or making fun of this lie is like looking down on people who live in Ohio or dismissing them smugly. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
it's the people who are
sorry.
spreading this fake news
That's-
in the first place that are making those Ohioans look stupid. Like anyone who's spreading this story about how people in Springfield think Haitians are eating cats. No, those are the people that are making every white person in Springfield look like a dumb, ignorant, racist piece of shit.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're disrespecting Ohio culture that for decades has been fighting the voodoo menace. You know, there've been a lot of like they've experienced zombie attacks. What does voodoo even do again? There's
voodoo
a lot of
is just a
it's the
religion,
where you pin the
what I
doll.
understand.
No, but you pin the dolls. I mean, this is probably racist too. I'm exploiting, but like, what is it? The ones that you see in popular American culture that
Voodoo
may be
dolls,
based on
yeah.
racism are voodoo dolls, right? Yeah, and so I am building a Marianne Williamson voodoo doll, and yeah, I'm offering that to Ohio for whatever they want to do with it. But
And
the
also
thing is,
shout out
like,
to Esme, who clarifies that most
Okay.
Haitians are Christian, but voodoo is an African religion maintained by Haitian ancestry, and that voodoo is not scary, and it's more similar to like the pagan culture that a lot of white people's religion
Right.
originated
I also
from.
That
did
makes
some
sense.
research into this,
Yeah.
and it is apparently prominent within voodoo rituals to do animal sacrifices, even in modern day Haiti. Like if you
Right.
go to a voodoo ritual in Haiti, that's something that's part of the ceremony. But again, that's not even what's being alleged. Eating dogs and cats and geese is not part of a voodoo ritual. The animals are sacrificed sometimes, but they're not eaten. So that's not even
Or that, like-
it's not
or
even
that,
the
like,
same allegation.
or that like the majority of them are doing it as like a day-to-day thing that's just kind of like what they do or whatever. But here, wait, can I pull it up one more time? A really dumb question. Don't people vote on November 4th? Or do people
No, it's
vote on
November 5th this year. No, it's
It
on Guy
is?
Fawkes Day this year.
The thing is, it's just like, okay, so this is going to lose the election unless Kamala starts mentioning voodoo and how we need to end voodoo or whatever. And yeah, I mean, for me, it's just like Marianne. It sounds like maybe she's
Marianne
running
doesn't like
again.
voodoo because it
Is
cuts
she-
into the book sales for her. You know what I mean? She doesn't want anybody to be curious about other religions, right? It's New Age mysticism only. Okay, it's a spirituality from unity or bust in the
She's-
Marianne Williamson household.
Yeah, what's next? She's gonna be like, actually, Horcruxes are real too. Like the thing is just like, yeah, she like dropped out of the
Changing any
race.
politics of
like,
love for the politics of Leonardo DiCaprio from Django Unchained. No.
But like she dropped out of the race like multiple times and like hopped back in, and now she seems to just be like keeping her head down, and this is like one of the main things she like popped out to talk about, and it's just like, okay,
Oh,
whatever.
dude, don't forget,
like,
she also popped out to call all of the NYU protesters terrorists.
right. Oh, I forgot about that as well. And for me, it's a lot like this Jill Stein situation too, where it's like I actually probably do share a lot of the same politics as Marianne and believe a lot of the same things. Not specifically with this tweet up, but like and the same thing with Jill Stein. But I've always felt like both of them fundamentally are losers, and they just don't have what it takes. They don't have the charisma, the appeal, and they make a bunch of stupid choices. They just they step on rakes that they set up themselves. And I just feel like people need to know that just because someone shares your politics doesn't mean that they're like a good candidate and that we need to be putting energy behind them.